Here from the York Buddhist Centre on Tuesday morning. We're going to be doing the mindfulness of breathing this morning, coming out of our minds and into our bodies, which is a relief for most of us. So if you're watching this a bit later on, do feel free to skip a few minutes, because we've got 5 minutes to go. But it's lovely to have you here, so do get yourself comfortable in a good meditation posture for you, whether that's sitting or lying or kneeling. Just be comfortable and warm. Just aware I can hear an alarm going off in the background. I'm just wondering if it's mine. No, I think it's someone else in the families. Yeah, it's gone off. Thank goodness. Because I've just got comfortable here, and to get up and move around would be quite a disruption. Oh, good morning, Jenny. Hello. Nice to have you here. I'm going to be doing mindfulness of breathing this morning. So do just settle in and get to a good meditation posture for yourself. I'm going to try and finish sharp at 7:30 today, because I start work at 8 today, so I'm going to have to make it be disciplined, not get into it too much. But I got a lovely poem to start us off with, so we'll just wait a couple of minutes to see who turns up. Oh, good morning, Sarah. Good morning. I hope you're well this morning. Oh, hello, Philippa. Hello, Chris. Good morning. Yeah, I'm going to be reading out an old favourite poem by Rumi, which I'm sure you will have heard before, but we read it out again on our Sangha weekend, and you know, sometimes you go back to an old poem and you really rediscover it. I was like, wow, this poem is amazing. So good morning, Maggie and Lorraine. Good to have you here with us. And yeah, we'll get started. There's a small and select bunch of us, just the cream of the crop here this morning. And you're probably all really missing Shaki Padar. I am too, actually. I really miss her. I really love her meditations, but we'll get her back next week in full form, full fettle. So that'll be lovely. So we're going to do mindfulness of breathing this morning. But I thought I would start by just briefly reading out The Guest House by Rumi. Which is, struck me again the other day as just kind of genius. And I was reading a little bit on Wikipedia about Rumi and realising that he lived in the 12th century or the 11th century. And just incredible that a lot of the things that bother us on a day-to-day basis have been addressed thousands and thousands of years ago by other humans who've also struggled with them. And there's a kind of a beauty in that, really, isn't there? The struggles we have are not new. They're part of the human suffering, and I think this poem really helps to cope. Good morning, Isabel and Sangha K2. Good to see you here. And this morning we're going to do the mindfulness of breathing. And I remember this is usually one of the first meditations that we learn in Buddhist groups. It's one of the two main meditations that are taught. And I remember seeing a little YouTube video of Thich Nhat Hanh talking about the mindfulness of breathing, which is probably still there on YouTube. It will be. And he talks in his lovely, gentle voice about how it's a miracle, the fact that if you rest your attention on breathing in and breathing out and just being with that process, the thinking mind kind of shuts off. It can't operate at the same time. So it's kind of a miracle because it does switch off our suffering temporarily, and then of course as you practice you become more aware and you grow more proficient in that. But I love that description of just, this is almost the first miracle that the Buddha gave us, is that just by focusing and resting our attention on our in-breath and our out-breath, we can kind of turn off, or at least turn the volume down, of all the thoughts that we get as humans. But this one is, this poem, The Guest House by Rumi, is about some of those things that arrive on our doorstep or jump into our head. So Rumi says, "This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honourably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond." So just settling into your meditation posture this morning. Just relaxing and settling. Maybe taking a couple of deep breaths. Just coming into your body this morning. And just noticing how the body's feeling. Maybe positive or negative or just neutral. Just make sure the body's comfortable, alert and warm. Have your hands resting on your knees or down by your sides. Letting the fingers relax. You can either close your eyes, or if you're a little bit sleepy, maybe keep them open and focus on the point in front of you. But just relaxing the eyes in the sockets. Let the muscles in your face just relax. Just checking that your forehead, cheeks are relaxed and soft. Your tongue resting softly in the palate. And your jaw relaxed, just letting go of any tension there. The jaw can hang a little bit open. Just letting it go. Just allowing your body to relax as much as you can. If you're holding on to any tension, your back or your neck or your stomach, just softening it. Bringing your attention to your point of contact with the ground. Notice that the earth is holding you. Just let it take your weight. Relax the body. the mindfulness of breathing. And in this first stage, we're going to just rest our attention on every out breath. Just following it all the way from the beginning of the out breath all the way to the end. And just noticing that little pause before you breathe in again. Just following the out breath. And noticing how it naturally relaxes the body when we breathe out. If it helps, you can put a number at the end of each out breath from 1 to 10. Or you can imagine marking it in some way, maybe by throwing a nice rounded pebble into a forest pool. Every time you finish the out breath. Just noticing when your mind goes on to something else. And just gently but firmly bringing it back to your out breath. This is a way of shutting our thoughts down for a while. It's a kind of miracle. Just be curious about the out breath. Sometimes it feels quite different to other times. Just noticing the qualities of each out breath. Sometimes it's long and smooth. Other times it seems shorter, maybe a little jagged or rough. Just bringing your curiosity In the second stage, we're going to follow the in-breath. Just changing the focus to the in-breath. Letting go of the out-breath. Just letting that happen. Just noticing how the in-breath is naturally energizing. Inflating our chest. It pushes our diaphragm downwards. Gently massages all our lovely organs that work so hard for us. And for some people, it helps to mark the beginning of the in-breath with a number, counting 1 and then breathing in. Counting 2 before the next in-breath. Maybe noticing that moment before the in-breath starts. Just a brief pause. Just being patient with yourself if your mind wanders. That's just what minds do. Just gently bring it back to noticing the in-breath. If you notice yourself being impatient or critical of yourself, just trying to bring in lots of metta, lots of kindness. Now we're going to drop any counting and just follow the natural flow of your breathing in and out of your body. Notice the breath flowing into your lungs, being drawn down into your abdomen, maybe expanding the tummy as well as the chest. If you can notice the breath in your abdomen, that's a really good thing. You get subtle movements in your abdomen from the breath. Your tummy slightly rising and falling. And deep in the abdomen, behind the belly button, in the centre of the body, there's an area called the hara. Which is very calming to focus your attention on. Just being open to discovering this. If you can't, just concentrate on your belly rising and falling. Just checking in with the rest of your body, that your hands are relaxed, your arms, your face. That you're not trying too hard. You're just being with the breath. Your whole body is breathing, expanding and contracting. Some of you might even be able to feel the breath in your legs, in your arms, the extremities of the body. Just moving your attention now to the place where the air enters your body, where you first feel it. So for you, this might be around the nostrils or the top lip. It might be the back of your throat. Just resting your attention in one specific point. do you notice about that point? How does the breath feel? If you get distracted, just coming back to noticing that point. Just noticing any thoughts and just letting them go. Come back to your breath. And just letting go of all effort now. And just feeling the way that that meditation has affected your body and your mind. Hopefully it's helped it to be calmer, more open. Remember, you can do this any time during the day. Just take a few minutes out and focus on your breath. Come away from your mind and into your body. I'm just going to end by reading out the poem again. The Guest House by Rumi. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honourably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Good morning to those of you who've joined just after we got started, Annie, Andrea, Karen, Richard, hi Richard, Philippa, Paul, Stuart and Isabel. It's lovely to have you here and know that you're here with us. And I wish you all a lovely day. I've managed to finish promptly, which is another miracle. So, yeah, have a lovely day. I'll see you on Friday. Got Sangha K2's helping us tomorrow morning with the meditation. Thank you, Sangha K2, for doing that. And then we have Alex on Thursday and then me on Friday with some loving kindness. So do join us and take care of yourselves. Bye now. Bye.